So, before I get into today's episode, I really want to talk about a couple things I managed to forget in the last episode. One of them being the infamous wench auction scene being removed in Pirates of the Caribbean. The ride, not the movie, because unfortunately, Disney's not crazy enough to be like George Lucas. So, basically, the scene that they did work on was the wench auction scene, which is kind of not normal in today's standards. They pretty much replaced that redhead with a pirate. That is still a redhead pirate. I mean, I kind of like the new scene, to be honest, even though I didn't really get a chance to see it because we didn't have time to go on Pirates of the Caribbean last time. Well, can't change the past, I guess. They pretty much changed up the scene a bit. Basically, they went from selling women to selling livestock. And rum, apparently. In fact, now the redhead now has a voice, and it's done by voice actress Grey Griffin. Best known for playing characters such as Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents, Frankie from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And of course, Moon's Butterfly from Star vs. Force. Wait a minute.
Discovered a problem. Something somewhere is sapping the power of magic from the universe.
Oh, quit your clucking! The gentlemen want the rum! Don't you, boy?
Hey, Star, I think I found your mom. And of course, another thing I managed to forget, but then again, everyone managed to forget this one, so I'm not entirely to blame on this one. It is the shutdown of Disney Toon Studios. For those that don't know, Disney Toon Studios was the company that, pretty much created most of those straight-to-DVD features that you've seen on Netflix by now. They pretty much made, like, Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch as a Glitch, which I actually have right here. Helps when you have a DVD case near you, huh? They also made all those Tinkerbell movies, a Goofy movie, and its sequel, an extremely goofy movie, which kind of really didn't age well, because who plays extreme sports in 2019? And of course, Planes 1 and 2, with the third one now dead. Wait, that's actually a good thing! Seriously though, the Planes movies are basically worse than Cars 2. I think I owe you an apology, but you're still a terrible Pixar film. So yeah, Disney Toon Studios officially shut down in late June. It kind of got overshadowed by the other Disney news of the past year, them opening up Toy Story Land. But you know what? It really wasn't that sad of a closure. I mean, sure, they made some pretty good movies. Sometimes they were just basically straight-to-DVD sequels, like Lady and the Tramp 2. The sequels that no one asked for, but we got anyway. So yeah, we had to say goodbye to a studio that either some people loved or they really did not care for. Me personally, I didn't really care for. As long as Pixar and Disney feature animations still exist, we're good. And let's be honest, they ain't going anywhere. I'm not knocking on wood. We already know they ain't going anywhere for one reason. They make all the money. Okay, on to July. Because the first week of July we got this MCU movie? Okay. I actually did enjoy Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was it was really good. I don't know why I said kind of first. Kind of really good. Blech. Although it was kind of hard to watch a film that took place literally after Infinity War. And by after Infinity War, I mean, well, was released after Infinity War. So, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of hard seeing a film like this. Also, because Infinity War happened, take a wild guess. Guess what happened in the mid-credit scene?
Hank! Hope? Janet! Guys.
You know what? I'm gonna be too proud of this joke. Freddy, would you do the honors? Also in late July, two things that Gravity Falls fans like me have been begging for finally came out. That's right. I'm of course talking about Gravity Falls Lost Legends and Gravity Falls the complete series on DVD. Let's talk about Lost Legends first, since that's the one that's been hyped up for about a year.
Gravity Falls Lost Legends, 4 all-new adventures coming to a store near you.
I love Smebulock.
I love capitalism.
So, Gravity Falls Lost Legends is basically them taking a bunch of unused Gravity Falls episodes, and turning them to comics. Worked out pretty well in my opinion, especially since you pretty much know who voices them. Them and they're kind of playing in your brain. Mostly Mabel, though.
Book. Edit it out! Edit! Cut away!
Yeah, it was pretty good. It actually features some pretty good stories, like one where apparently Pacifica actually gets Mabel's space stolen, and, well, let's just say the whole story was basically a Pacifica story. And for those that don't know what Pacifica means, it's Dipper and Pacifica, as in the ship. I may kind of ship them a little. Don't judge me! There was also one where apparently Stan gets trapped in comic books. Another one where Mabel gets sent to a different universe and meets the anti-Mabel, which is basically... It's not basically just reverse AU. AU Mabel, just, you know, without the blue crap all over her. No offense to anyone that likes the reverse Falls AU, but really couldn't come up with anything better for Dipper and Mabel than just be two Gideons. And of course, one that was basically kind of came up with a good idea for a miniseries or a TV movie, and that is one involving the Stan twins. Honestly, if Gravity Falls ever does come back in any form, I kind of want to see like one little like miniseries of that, or heck, even I mean, sure, I still have ideas for a Gravity Falls sequel series, but I'd rather not talk about it here because I don't want anyone stealing my ideas. And speaking of series, this finally came out after years of begging. But of course it was 2 years, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Now, unlike most Disney DVD releases, this was not distributed by Disney themselves. They got the help from Shout Factory, the company responsible for distributing a bunch of other stuff. Now, there was actually 2 versions of this released on DVD or Blu-ray. There was one that was like a $20 one that you can find at Walmart for, well, like I said, $20. But if you're like me and just is kind of a Gravity Falls shill and you want more from it, there's this one that was cost like an extra $20 more online. And the reason why was because it came with a bonus disc containing all the special features. And yes, they labeled the discs like they're the journals. So, yeah, and no, it does not come with a mini journal. That was with the Disney release ones made back a few years ago. I'm gonna slap man real quick. So, yeah, they were pretty good. I mean, sure, it's not a sequel series or a new season, but you know what? We can expect so much from Alex Hirsch, even though now he's working for Netflix. But that doesn't mean he's leaving the Mouse House anytime soon. Trust me. From what I heard, he's not going to be leaving Mickey Mouse Land anytime soon because, well, 1, he's still getting paid for this. And 2, there's kind of rumors going around he's going to be voicing a character on the upcoming Disney Channel show, The Owl House, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And of course, and lastly, well, once you work for Disney, you're kind of stuck there for life. I mean, seriously, have you seen half the jokes on Gravity Falls? They wouldn't slip past Disney like 10 years ago. And in August, well, we kind of had a cute, sweet movie come out. That was Christopher Robin, which, I have around here somewhere.
Who? Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin was kind of a cute, sweet movie. A great distraction from everyday life, because let's be honest, the real world has become the world's saddest reality show. It's a great little movie for the people who grew up with Winnie the Pooh like I did. It was a pretty good movie. I really don't believe the critics... I kind of believe the critics were a little harsh on the film, to be honest. But unfortunately, it wasn't safe from controversy, as apparently it got banned from China because, well, Well, you know what? I think you're better off looking at it by yourself. But for those that don't know, a newspaper came out kind of mocking the president with a Winnie the Pooh picture. And, well, let's just say China is very, very strict. Although the real question is, will that affect the Winnie the Pooh ride there? Well, early rumors say it's going to be, like, really bad for that ride at this point. Well, but who knows? Maybe it'll get lifted, or not. I don't know how China works. I also don't know how communists work, and I pretty much don't rather know, to be honest. And for those that don't know, and before you guys think anything, it's not going to affect Hong Kong at all, because Hong Kong's its own government. So, yeah. The one in Hong Kong Disneyland is safe. For now, unless they need the space for another ride. Then there was no new movies in September or October, sadly. Wah, wah. But there were other things. For example, late September, the Star vs. Force Evil Magical Spellbook being just Journal 3 for Star vs. Force Evil fans came out on September 11th. I unfortunately don't have it right now because I didn't really ask for it for Christmas. But it was easier not to ask for it because that is a lot of words for a title for a book. But from what I heard, it doesn't come with a pop-up glossary, which kind of sucks, actually. But before I go into October, let's talk about that brand new hotel that was announced for Disneyland. Oh, it doesn't look so good with the lush trees, the monorail station, the fireworks viewing balcony, and it's gone! Yeah, in early October, it was announced that Disney announced that hotel being built that was going to replace some shops at downtown Disney in Disneyland. It's been shelved for now. Yeah, basically any outside the parks projects for the Disneyland Resort has pretty much been for a while now. Starting off with that parking structure to be built outside the theme parks with a bridge overhaul on Arbor Boulevard got scrapped because of local politicians kind of like attacking it, I guess. And then this one, which unfortunately got put into the shelving process because, well, local problems again. What does Anaheim have against their own biggest source of income? Because let's be honest, what the heck does Anaheim have other than a hockey team and a baseball team? Nothing really. Nothing really happened in October except I went down to Disney World and I experienced Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for the first time. By the way, it's a good time, by the way. I didn't really have any of the booths they have set up, and I didn't get a chance to ride a lot of the rides. We showed up a little late. But it was still fun to see that Hocus Pocus show. Now, November came a lot of stuff for Disney. First off, we had the film The Nutcracker in the Four Realms.
Time has come.
I honestly did not care to see it for one reason only. You see one version of the Nutcracker, you pretty much seen them all, so why bother seeing another version? From what I heard from a few friends, they actually said it was like a lot better than A Wrinkle in Time, but in my defense, watching a TV show of two yaks watching paint dry is more entertaining than A Wrinkle in Time, so you know what? It has that going for it. Then on November 4th, ABC aired a special for Mickey's 90th birthday.
See y'all real soon. Mickey's 90th Spectacular.
Mickey's 90th Spectacular kind of has similar structure to the Disneyland 60th special in 2016. Except, instead of feeling like an award show without the awards, it pretty much felt like an award show, but everyone was given to Mickey. Well, it's better than that. Although it did also have a bunch of musical acts from a bunch of random singers. Here's being like pop stars, Disney Channel stars, Broadway stars, and apparently mainly singing Disney songs, with two exceptions being Luis Fonsi singing something that isn't Despacito. Thank God. Ugh. Seriously though, I cannot stand that song at all. Thank God it's finally gone downhill. Then a performance from K-pop boy band NCT 127 performing their first ever English song from their all-English album. Why did they went with a K-pop boy band? And why NCT 127? Well, I'm not dissing on their fans, but maybe they went with that because BTS was busy that night. I don't know. Then on November 8th, we finally got the name of the Disney streaming service, which I pretty much mentioned in one of my last episodes as Disney Plus. Oh, it has such a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Along with the new service, there's a bunch of new Marvel shows surrounding, I think, a bunch of characters that actually did appear in the films, including Loki, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Bucky, and Falcon. With a few more being announced later on, including one that currently was announced very recently involving Lady Sif, which honestly sounds like a good idea in my opinion because the show that Jimmy Alexander stars on is not doing too well with ratings, and let's be honest, when was the last time you watched Blind Spot? Be honest. Then on the day before Thanksgiving, a bigger, more ambitious crossover than Infinity War came out, and that was Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Shouldn't it be Ralph Wrecks the Internet?
Yeah, since he is Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, but break the internet, it's like a thing.
Right, it's just Wreck the Internet kind of sounds better, doesn't it?
You're not wrong.
Ralph Breaks the Internet was basically a really good film. It didn't really have that much of a Disney impact on it than I thought it was going to have. By that I mean that oh my Disney scene, which, let's be honest, that was the only reason people talked about it before the film came out. Along with the fact that Ralph pretty much killed someone. The oh my Disney scene was pretty good. Good in my opinion. And although there were a few characters I wish showed up, like the Gravity Falls characters, because like I said, I'm a Gravity Falls shill. And of course Star from Star vs. Evil, because in my opinion she counts as a Disney princess. But then again, they also didn't include Elena Avalor or Sophia the First. So you know what? Glad now not every Disney princess was involved. Even Shuri didn't get an invite. Now before I get into December, I kind of also want to mention this quick little honorable mention, and that was 2018 being this guy's 90th birthday. I know I did an episode about it recently, but you know what? I want to talk about some other stuff that came out before Mickey's 90th. Yeah, this is not a specialty Mickey 90th plush. I just got him at Disney. Woo! Hiya, pal! He's coming to life. Woo! You're doing my voice. Woo! I have a pretty good Mickey Mouse impression, don't I? Yeah, he landed some clean clothes. So, a lot of the Mickey 90th stuff came out for Mickey's 90th, obviously, and I got a few right here. I'm gonna go off script for a second. They have this Mickey figurine set that I got for Christmas this year. And it features Mickey from Steamboat Willie all the way up to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I already stated how much I don't really like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but I do gotta give it credit because the animation was pretty good, I guess. And of course, a couple of pop vinyls. Those, they go from Steamboat Willie along with Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, Firefighter Mickey, and of course these two, Conductor and Brave Little Tailor. Well, where I'm holding them wrong, I'm going to put everything back real quick. Pick up. BRB. And we are back! Yeah, they had a lot of crazy stuff for Mickey's 90th, including a brand new theme song, which literally waited until January to debut, but we'll get into that in a moment. Then in December, we got a film that was 54 years in the making. That was Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mary Poppins, it is wonderful to see you.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Please don't hate me for saying this, but I have yet to see it, and I actually do want to see it real bad. My excuse for not seeing it, I do not live 5 minutes from a movie theater. That's my excuse. So I have yet to see it, so don't worry, you're kind of safe from Mary Poppins spoilers. Although one of my friends made a joke saying this. And lastly in December, Well, the year ended off on a cruddy note. Because I kid you not, someone managed to steal an animatronic from Epcot. Someone literally managed to steal Buzzy from the old Cranium Command show in Epcot at the Wondrous Light Pavilion, which is still technically abandoned to this day. From Epcot. I don't know why someone would do it, but my guess is actually got sent to the Walt Disney Imagineering. And I highly doubt someone actually stole it, to be honest. Well, that's 2018 in a nutshell, to be honest. And here's all the Disney stuff I managed to forget about this year because, like I said before, you try editing this. Now I'm going to go into a brief little discussion on what's going to happen in 2019. But for a more detailed look, check out Jack from DSY Newscast, who did a much better look into this year than I ever could. Starters, we're going to have a bunch of new Disney movies, starting off with Captain Marvel coming out in March. Then there's also the Dumbo remake done by Tim Burton. Then, of course, Avengers Endgame being one of the more anticipated films of this year. In fact, from what I heard, that film was going to be 3 whole hours long. Probably even more. So, just as a pro tip, either don't get the extra large soda at the concession stand, wait until it comes out on DVD, which, let's be honest, you won't. Or, the one that's probably less likely, or more likely, I honestly don't know, you would probably have to wear a diaper to the movie theater. It's your choice. Then after that, it's the Guy Ritchie Aladdin remake, which, you know what, Will Smith has big shoes to fill, because let's be honest, there's only one real genie, and that's Robin Williams. And then we got Toy Story 4. Maybe good. Oh, am I kidding? It's Toy Story, like they ever did anything wrong. Then in July, we got 2 different movies, one produced by Sony, or distributed by Sony, I mean, and one done by Disney itself. And now I'm talking about Spider-Man Far From Home, which, from the trailer itself, kind of spoiled Endgame for us. Then after that, we got the Lion King remake, and I'm sorry if I sound crazy like this, but for the love of God, please don't suck, 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 water. Please don't suck, please don't suck, please, for the love of God, don't suck. Remake. I'm sorry. Lion King is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I love it more than Frozen. Yeah, I said it. Lion King is easily one of my favorite films of all time. The songs are always so catchy. And honestly, I've been watching that movie since I was a little kid. After that, we got Artemis Fowl. Meh. I never read any of the books, so I'm not even gonna bother watching the movie. Frozen 2. Really? Nah, I'm kidding. Like I said, even though I like Lion King more, I do have a soft spot for Frozen, mainly because the snowman makes me laugh. You know which one I'm talking about, Olaf. And lastly, Star Wars Episode 9, which is going to be the end of the Skywalker saga, and the end of every original Star Wars fans' main fandom, because, oh, God forbid, nothing is sacred anymore. And of course, Disney Plus will be coming out later this year. In last episode, I was talking about the 2 new animated shows. One I already mentioned before, The Owl House, which is created by Dana Terrence, will be premiering on Disney Channel. It's going to be like a horror comedy show. And another show created by Matt Brawl, who works on Gravity Falls, by the way, Amphibia, which is going to come out later, sometime this year. And wow, both those shows have a female lead. Almost like they're playing for the another show to end on its 4th season, which is Star vs. Force Evil. Yeah, Star vs. Force Evil is going to finally wrap up its series in 2019. It's going to be sad to see it go, but unfortunately, it is Disney Channel. 4 seasons and you're out. unless people beg you to give it a 5th season. In that case, that's kind of rare. But there's also another animated show called 101 Dalmatian Street, which is basically, well, a 101 Dalmatian cartoon. Depending on when it releases, Kingdom Hearts 3 would either be out or is about to come out. I don't know. No. I kind of suck at the games, but I do love the fan lore of it. And by that I mean I watch walkthroughs on YouTube. Not been done by PewDiePie. Don't subscribe to PewDiePie. That's right, I'm breaking the meme! Of course, for Disney parks, there's also a bunch of brand new stuff, including stuff for Mickey's 90th birthday, which just started recently in the US Disney parks, including a brand new parade, the Move It, Shake It, Mouse Can Dance parade, which is the 3rd incarnation and probably the final one of the Move It, Shake It parade. And of course, there was also a brand new Mickey fireworks show at Disneyland, and pretty much created their own new theme song for it, which originally came from Disneyland Paris, which is pretty catchy actually. It's good time. A little too pop music in my taste, but you know what? You gotta do whatever you can to appeal to young crowds, I guess. And of course, some brand new Disney Park stuff, including Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, and okay, you know what I'm saving for last, right, huh? That's right, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will finally open this year. After being announced in 2015, it's now opening, starting off at Disneyland and later on in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Why did they start off at Disneyland first? Well, they didn't have Toy Story Land to deal with as well. Well, for example. And of course, speaking of Disneyland, in anticipation of Galaxy's Edge, they're gonna rename the whole tagline to Disneyland, the happiest war zone on Earth. Okay, I'm making that up, but let's be honest, it's gonna wind up becoming a war zone. So yeah, to anyone in California watching this and have a Disneyland annual pass, don't be a hero. You can wait a few months for Galaxy's Edge. I'm sorry, guys. I know. It's so cool, it's so impressive, and you really want to see it, but unfortunately, it ain't worth getting your legs ripped off for a lightsaber or whatever. Yeah, so in other terms, you can wait a little while for the new stuff at Disneyland. I'm sorry, I know it's gonna ache you to see it immediately, but it can wait. Trust me. It's best to have patience. And of course, the Disney Fox deal will finally be finalized, which means we may be seeing an X-Men in Endgame. Who knows? So, now comes the question. Was there any Disney news I missed from 2018? If so, tell me in the comments. Also tweet me at Xander the Boss on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, I need a rest.
I'm at Walt Disney World. I love it. I love it. I'm at Walt Disney World. I love it. I love it. I'm at Walt Disney World. I love it. I love it. I'm at Walt Disney World. I love it. I love it. I'm at Walt Disney World. I'm on vacay, let's go to MK. 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 I love the Mine Train, I love TTA. I'm riding these rides, I do it all day. I made a fast pass, we don't need to wait. Wait, hold up, let me just digest the pretzel I ate for the carousel of progress. Frontierland always feels like the Wild West. And Big Thunder Mountain, I don't care what the line is. Nothing to lose on the jungle cruise. Gotta make rope drop and I can't hit snooze. I'm a non-stop park hop, jean wearing flip-flops. Just a simple dude. I'm at Walt Disney World. I love it. I love it. I'm at Walt Disney World. I love it. I love it. I'm at Walt Disney